Today I'll be reading a condensed version of the Tao Te Ching. The Tao Te Ching, I've condensed this, what just for me personally I find to be the most, most condensed parts. So here goes. See the world as yourself. Have faith in the way things are. Love the world as yourself. Then you can care for all things. Do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself? The master doesn't seek fulfillment. Not seeking, not expecting. She is present and can welcome all things. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. Just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. What difference between success and failure? Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous. If you want to be reborn, let yourself die. The Master, by residing in the Tao, sets an example for all beings. Because he doesn't display himself, people can see his light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his words. Because he doesn't know who he is, people recognize themselves in him. Because he has no goal in mind, everything he does succeeds. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. If you close your mind in judgments and traffic with desires, your heart will be troubled. If you keep your mind from judging and aren't led by the senses, your heart will find peace. Seeing into darkness is clarity. Knowing how to yield is strength. Use your own light and return to the source of light. This is called practicing eternity. Fame or integrity, which is more important? Money or happiness, which is more valuable? Success or failure, which is more destructive? If you look to others for fulfillment, you will never truly be fulfilled. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there's nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. The journey of 1,000 miles starts from beneath your feet. Rushing into action, you fail. Trying to grasp things, you lose them. Forcing a project to completion, you ruin what was almost ripe. Compassionate towards yourself, you reconcile all beings in the world. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see something as good, other things become bad. Being and non-being create each other. Difficult and easy support each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Before and after follow each other. The Tao doesn't take sides. It gives birth to both good and evil. The Master doesn't take sides. He welcomes both saints and sinners. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to simply be yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife and it will blunt. Chase after money and security and your heart will never unclench. Care about people's approval and you will be their prisoner. Do your work, then step back, the only path to serenity. Creating without possessing, acting without expecting, guiding without interfering. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready. The Master gives himself up to whatever the moment brings. He knows that he is going to die, and he has nothing left to hold on to. No illusions in his mind, no resistances in his body. He doesn't think about his actions. They flow from the core of his being. He holds nothing back from life. Therefore, he is ready for death, as a man is ready for sleep after a good day's work. So that was my condensed version of the Tao Te Ching. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my book, Eternal Conversations. The link is down below. And Immortalization, another book. And thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Peace, love, and light.